Welcome to the overview of Mega Magnet. This was a game I made in my first, or the end of my first year at university, which kind of showed off all the skills I'd learned through the first year using Unreal Engine and C++, and a small amount of Blueprint too. So we have a main screen here. I kind of learned how to do some simple UE4 animation movement just for the text. Instructions, I tried to. So the main game is a puzzle game, and I've tried to kind of show each stage of it, so the player has everything kind of at their disposal before they go into the game. As since there is a time limit, I didn't want it to be kind of thrown at them whilst they're trying to figure out what's going on, and the time limit's also is just very stressful. And I thought this would be a better way of doing things. So we have a control page too, where you can kind of see an image here. So use the left click to pick up blocks and spacebar to jump and WSD to move. So the aim of the game is for you as a little robot to come pick up or find the correct block and place it onto the loading bay, in which it will glow green. There will be randomly spawned blocks everywhere, so you have to find the right one within the right time to then get onto the next level. There will also be enemy robots which will try and slow you down by stunning you. But yeah, it was a nice little kind of contained puzzle game that I'm really happy that I've had the chance to work on, and can say it's my own. Let's go. So it's simple WSD movement, kind of with a smooth rotation. The assets were kind of found online just for free, just as I kind of wanted the main focus to be on the actual mechanics of the game. So if you hold down left click, you can kind of find the right block, and if it's not, it will go red. So let's try and find this one, and there we go. Nice. So each level, the kind of time will change, and the amount of blocks will change, so it's kind of more difficult, and there will also be more blocks to find. But I feel like the movement is very, or the kind of the game mechanics seem to be very intuitive. So as the player is kind of going along, the simple movement or kind of the speed at which players can then find the blocks will then increase. So they can jump, they can pick up these blocks, and they can really quickly rotate them. So some levels will be really, really quick, but I'm kind of hoping players will be able to really kind of get grips with the controls, which shouldn't be a problem. And the main focus is really trying to find these, kind of like a little party game, kind of trying to find the right one really quick, whilst also avoiding these enemies. So the main focus is on the puzzle difficulty, not on the kind of movement and controls, as most games would be. So to kind of explain what's kind of going on around the entire map, there is lots of different empty blocks, the chance to spawn in these blocks. So they are all dotted around. And I did it this way just so that I could work with my own map, as I didn't really want some blocks to be able to kind of spawn on the payload or in a wall. So I could then kind of set like, okay, I want here, and kind of make as many as I want as well, which is really nice. So that is done through code, or C++, which then kind of gets a random integer, whether it will spawn on that cube. So that then meant I could then change the amount of blocks that were spawning of each level, or change the amount that would be the real one. So each level will have a integer of amount of blocks will then be spawned in, which will be the correct amount, will be none. Which I thought, well, when I was working on it, I was really, really proud of. I still am now, that I was able to kind of do this very, very early on to university. That is quite a simple system, but works well. So if the enemies hit me, they kind of destroy themselves, but they also get stunned. So the player can't move. You can still kind of rotate, but you're kind of locked at this certain speed for a while. As both of them hit me, it kind of multiplied as I wanted it to be. Each time you got hit, you kind of got stunned for a certain amount of time, just as if both enemies hit you. you would then, that would kind of be turned into a strat, which I didn't really want that to happen. Then kind of become a problem. But there we go. That was the kind of simple overview of Mega Magnet. If you want to download it, it's on my personal portfolio or itch page.